Hello, and welcome to our very first look at Kaiserpunk. We've got an early access build here. It is coming out in a couple of days. We took a look at the demo of this many Steam Next Fests ago, back when it was only a city builder. It didn't really have the strategy elements into it yet. I have been very excited for this game. Very, very eager to see what it's like. It is a mix of Anno style city building that once your city gets up and running and making more population and arms and armaments, that you go out into a strategy layer looking like this, a 4X layer, and you actually go to war to other countries and other cities across the world. The initial demo about a year ago was really, really strong, really won me over, and I've been dying to see what the 4X elements are like. We're gonna take... we'll play the tutorial. Will we? No, we played the demo, man. I'm gonna let's go right into it today, and decide kind of where we want to go. So we have options. There's all sorts of cities in Europe: Antwerp, Berlin, Dublin, Edinburgh, Lisbon, Liverpool, London. I mean, we could go Dublin. It's like a classic Crusader Kings newbie island. Athens, Burgos, Palermo, Zagreb. We have kind of all of Europe. Wow, we have anywhere. Fort Severin, Chisasabi, Les Mescu, and Mary's Harbor. Mary's Harbor is in the game? That can't be right. That's also not what the map for Mary's Harbor looks like. Mary's Harbor is in Newfoundland, which is where I am from. But I wonder whether or not this is a different Mary's Harbor. Really weird choice, if that's the case. New York, Norfolk, and Washington. Fort Churchill, Providence, Fort Simpson, Anchorage, Reno. Oh, man. In the whole wild world, the country with the fastest growing population and its capital is always Ireland. Every day it's Dublin. Oh, my. I thought that was a real fact. I walked right into that, didn't I? Good enough island. Wow. Australia, you got some names. You know what, man? Let's take Dublin. Let's take Dublin. After that joke, how can I possibly turn it down? It gets us a little away from everybody else. We get to kind of probably lock down Ireland and then move over to England afterwards. My name, Agent Numeros Unos. The city name will be called Turktopia, after our mascot of Turg. Choose our heritage. Silk Road Legacy. Imperial Dominion, Untamed Frontiers, Maritime Dominion, Industrial Titan, Age of Enlightenment, Forest Warriors, Mountain Kingdoms, and Empires of Steel. Ooh. Faster fleet cooldown. Maritime Dominion seems like it could be one of our options. Tanks, artillery, planes, and blimps. Okay, they don't entirely look different. There are a couple. It looks like there's 3 different model sets right now. Empire Steel sounds cool. Faster production of military vehicles and aircrafts. Low garrison upkeep. Improved production on ore mines, but penalty to all agricultural production due to pollution. I mean, if we're Ireland, agriculture is something we'd probably maybe have a lot of. Improved defense in forest terrain. Reduces development rate by 10%. That seems dangerous. Let's not think about this too much. We'll go Empire Steel, sure. I like it. The potato famine. Oy. Emblems. Let's go with... I don't know, maybe these keys? Pattern. Ish? Maybe? How do we feel about this? I mean, we could go with channel colors. Probably makes a bit more sense. Oh, man. This is great flag designer. Absolutely rock solid. Why don't we do that? Ireland with the Union Jack. You're asking for the IRA to show up? I know, right? I changed my mind pretty rapidly there. Oh, we could make that purple. Or like that purple. Such a bright purple. Pattern rotation. Ooh. You know what? I like the black. I like that. That looks nice. That's clean. Preset, normal, why not? All victory conditions are on, why not? I don't even know how they work. Steer your new nation by choosing social pillars every time your city gains a level, but keep in mind, not everyone will look at your choice with approval. I hope we're okay not going through the tutorial. I do remember a fair bit of how it worked. But we'll learn. Once home to great civilizations and the bastion of various scientific ventures now lie in ruins. Woof. That's a lot of bodies. Europe. Greed, envy, and wrath manifested, intertwined, and gave birth to a monstrous force, the World War, which aimed to end all wars, ended long-lasting civilizations instead. Now Europe lies in ruin. Once glorious cities are reduced to rubble, forests turned to cinders, and meadows transformed into ashen wastes. The community that rallied around you, Governor, is desperate for proper leadership, and you represent a shining beacon in the dire times. Lead us to great restoration. Production of needs resource production in ore, oil, and water. Cooldown of all armies, 20%. All right. So what's our map look like? We got ourselves some stuff around. Captain Ray Western. A handful of other people, which I guess we'll learn about on the map. Build housing and wait for people to arrive. And those are our main things right now. We have the town center down here. We got some zinc. Some limestone. Resource stashes and ruins. I remember being able to turn like some buildings. Yeah, you can repair certain buildings. But I guess we don't get to place our starter place, so... let's just start building houses. No time like the present. Dirt roads as well. So it looks like each house is probably 30 laborers. So we're just going to make a nice little pocket right about here. See how that turns us out. Transport depots, keys, grain fields, farms, and foresters. We've got iron mines, weavers and clothiers. Takes cotton, turns it into cloth. Takes cloth, turns it into clothes. Lumber yards, smelters, cellulose, printing press, paper mill, fire stations. I kind of like that this is a city builder that doesn't have like a plot. Like every time you play it, it's probably going to be a little bit different. Looks like the foresters are fairly self-contained. Like they don't need wood to be nearby, which is sort of nice. Grains and vegetables. Are there different things on the map we need to know about? Development. Lawns, trees, hedges, fences. All sorts of manufacturing, utilities, morale, and military. Interesting that they have like two different ways to look at it. You can look at resource chains. as well to see like what they go into. Oh, yeah. They've really done a nice Anno of it all. We can salvage some stuff down here. Damaged buildings, ruins. Building could be brought back to life. There's an abandoned field down here as well. Some zinc and some zinc. Limestone, probably good for concrete. And iron, I feel like it's definitely going to be needed early on. Only one repairable building up here. Looks like a laborer hut, maybe. Okay, well, I don't know. This looks like it could be nice fields. Bit of the old agriculture. And then we got ourselves a town started. Ooh, that road building is snappy. It's nice. No depot nearby. Depot provides logistical support, providing transporting to buildings inside the effective radius. Well. It is only kind of these guys that need that. So why don't we stick you right there for right now and see how that turns out. Reminds me of the other games we're making a number of shape of roads around the starting HQ. Yeah, I mean, I always kind of feel like the classic, just like if your building's a square, you know, build the square around it. I do love games that don't have that reliance on square roads, but here we have ourselves this little military starting point. The watchtower, we got a couple of guards out front. Laborers working up here. Looks like they've got their own little farms going. Chicken coops, maybe. They're hanging the blankets out to dry. Some bigger farms down here. Wheat farms. Everything builds really fast, but I'm sure that's going to be okay. New development level reached. You've unlocked markets and gravel roads. Mark all as red. Okay. So market's obviously going to help me get all my stuff to market faster. Where are you going to be, though? Clothier, weaver, lumberyard. Produces plywood, so probably having this near this guy is going to end up being useful. Smelter. Cellulose from wood. A paper mill from cellulose. And newspapers for paper. Fire station. To keep those guys safe. And then enables trading with merchants and smugglers traveling by land. Traders may bring info on distant regions and empires. Well, yeah, probably. By taking the first step, you've ensured our survival. In time, we will know greatness, but for now, satisfied with survival. Governor, it's time for you to choose an area that we will focus on. European lands were often called breadbaskets because of their soil fertility. Bountiful lands were turned into barren wastelands by the war, which we could replant and produce food in large quantities. We could also turn our sights towards rebuilding the industry. Fires of various facilities were extinguished by the ravages of war. Make sure our efforts are not in vain. Bollocks, pardon my French. If you want, we could rebuild our military might. Though it might seem unwise because everyone is still recovering from the war. They say that the forearmed is forewarned or something like that. We're an empire of steel, so let's revive our industry. Survivors from beyond your city limits have traveled to join our growing community, plus 30 laborers. Produce plywood. All right, well, I guess you've decided for me what I'm making. Build the lumberyard. I tell you what, we're going to also just make this gravel road here right now. Get it started up a little bit. What's wrong with you? Not enough production resources. You're not making enough wood. Okay, no, you just had to get it shown up. Okay. Well, I do probably want this market. I think I'm just going to build it right here. I'm not going to build it right there. It costs a lot of stuff that I don't have. Planks in particular. But I guess we're getting cooking on that. So the depot delivers. A lot of my goods are here. So this is going to be kind of, I guess, if this is sort of agricultural, this will be maybe heavy industry. Move up towards this, where the iron is. That would work pretty well. So we could be housing sort of along here. Would make a lot of sense. In and around this trade point. Or in and around this central warehouse. So our population, that's our money is going up. Our population, we have 83 unemployed people. I should probably stop building houses. Manufacturers, technicians, specialists, morale defense, electricity, water, plywood, bricks, concrete, and glass. Concrete, we're probably going to be able to make from the limestone over here. So some industry in that way eventually will be nice. We've reached new agriculture development, cotton fields, storage for farms, mechanized farming, irrigation, cotton. How do I get these little guys? If we have cotton fields, we can do that whole chain. Cotton fields into clothiers, into weavers. Keep them all nice and tight. Establish a direct resource transport link between two buildings. $30 wood. The fires of industry cannot be quenched. Our craftsmen are rubbing their hands in anticipation of quality materials so that they can start building and improving projects. We'll have a lot of quality material that will allow us to undertake more complex projects. Abundance of natural deposits wait and lie for us. We have to exploit several of them already, but there are many more to be discovered and utilized for our benefit. Suggest we establish mines in location with natural deposits and extract the ore so we can use it later on. Point of order, Bullocks is not French. It's actually late Middle English, so Patui. I mean, the guy who said it, I guess you can't really see the portrait behind me, but the guy who said it looked very British, so... Produce iron. No. Hokey pokey. That's going to need to be quite a road. Sure. It's an ugly old broad, but it works. I was salvaging all these buildings down here, and I'm realizing, like, I should probably just turn that stuff off. Oh, we already got it all, actually. Never mind. Looks like our guys were desperate for something to do. We do have a lot of unemployed people, so... So there's no depot nearby for these guys. Which I'm obviously going to need. If I build here, it looks like I can chain the depots together. But first I'm gonna need more lumber. I have this funny feeling I might need more than one lumber yard. You've reached Agriculture 3. Flour mills. Bakeries. Bread and flour. Breakthrough. What does this do? I hope I didn't screw something up. So if you're making grain, we could absolutely put flour mills and bakeries here. So that's all contained. So I'll probably actually put the cotton fields up here in between these two depots. Yeah. I know you need a depot. You need a depot. I'm working on it. Have to be on this side. Bada bing. If that's the case, probably. Let's build that road up there as well. And I sort of feel like you're going to want a second one of these lumber yards. So hold on. This creates... This uses 25 wood. And the lumber yard produces 15? $16? And they use 12. Okay, so it's a bit of a weird math, for sure. Haven't eaten in 24 hours, you're starting to get hungry? Oh my god, dude. Eat something. You're going to be hangry if you don't. Reference to the phrase, pardon my French. Hiding curses from delicate ears. Can't let anybody hear our slandering. What is this? It's a laborer house. Can I move this? Answer, yes. Actually, I can. That's kind of neat. So, if I repair this building, can I also move that then? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say also yes. We're part of the British Isles, we is. Oh, we're all of the British Isles, in fact. Propaganda bureaus, factory complexes, mining sites, infrastructure, farming centers, air bases, and tax offices. Outposts. Militia. Interesting. So this is the world map. Oh, there's so much world. I guess we don't know about anybody else who exists. Oh, cool. We do have cars that go between our depots. We've hit transport level 3. The depots cost less cash to run. Thinking about buying this game? Well, let's see how it is. Ireland's wet dream. 5 out of 10, too much water. Now we make the English grow the potatoes. That'll teach him. I hope it's okay for these laborers to be up here. I mean, I'm certainly guessing it is. I should for sure build a proper road out here. Oh, for sure to be sure. You know what, man? Might as well gravel all the access points. That's a gravel road? Dude, that is not gravel. Those are nice bricks. I mean, it's not an asphalt road, but that's a step up from gravel for sure. This laborer house, we can move. Yoink. I like that we just like repair and we're just like, all right, take that with us. Scoop that up. Produce coal. Oh, we also need to produce zinc, gravel, and copper. I see. You look like copper. No, you're clay. You guys are limestone. No, I mean, you might as well salvage all this stuff. Especially if 100 of you are unemployed. Galena. So there is zinc down here. So I guess I'm going to have to build a road. Country road, take me home. Development level not reached. How am I going to produce that if I can't build it? Do I need to build a second iron mine? I mean, it's probably not the worst idea we've ever had. You're going to need another depot, though, which is a huge pain. Oh, depots don't link. That's linked to the lumberyard. That's the case. You could just move right there. And now all that works. Hashtag it just works. Think the game has okay graphics? It's pretty nice looking, honestly. It's pretty, if I can say so. A variety of alloys: steel with iron and coal, brass with copper and zinc, lead and silver out of galena. So the real question is where is there coal? There's gravel over here. Zinc down here. Quartz. Zinc, copper, limestone. Okay, lots of good stuff down here. Aluminium, because we're in the British Isles. All right, what I'm worried about is I'm not finding there we go, coal. Galena, limestone, and coal are all available right here. And some clay down that away. Some coal down here. I think this is a really good spot for us to build a road. And set up our infrastructure this way. Then we also have this zinc en route. So I'm probably going to have to move like all the iron down in a better direction, but coal mine. I can build the coal mine now. Fantastico. Go ahead and say I could probably build both of these. It's going to cost me 50 planks, so why don't we build like one at a time? All of this good stuff gets salvaged. Gravel pit, power substation, and a windmill. Distributes electricity to all nearby buildings that require it, provided the electricity production is sufficient. Has a limited output, so multiple substations might be necessary to fulfill demands. Windmills produce electricity. It gets the ball rolling. Iron and coal. Copper and zinc. You have limestone and galena down here. So I do think a smelter is a really good idea down in this area. I don't know exactly where the right spot's going to be for it, but it's probably going to require multiple depots to get this to really work right. You know what? If I just move this one. If I just move this one. That covers the 3 of them at the very least. You're going to need a power substation. I'm not overly surprised on that. I think we'll just pump you in right there. And I'm going to hope a single windmill is going to be enough for you. Yeah, you require exactly that much. So as long as we get some coal going. This is going to be a long drive for our dudes. Hey, what happened there? Can I not build this gravel road? We got the money, honey. So the unfortunate thing is right now is all the iron I'm digging out of up here has got to travel a crazy long way to get where it's going. I can't tell whether or not laborers need to travel or if they just teleport to where they're going. It kind of just looks like they teleport to where they're going. Coal, zinc, gravel, and copper. Limestone. Cement, glassworks. Zinc mine, copper mine. Cost 50 plywood. All right, we got to get more plywood going, dudes. Ain't no two ways about it. I'm also definitely going to need a fire station. So that these laborers don't burn down. Are there trains in the game or is everything road-centric? Airports, trade ports by sea. I don't see train stations. Not to say that they don't exist, though. We might just not have them unlocked. Lumberyard enforcer. Okay, I want this other lumberyard, and then I want another forester in here. I love that a forester costs plywood. Come on. They gotta go pick it up. 72 unemployed laborers still. We're making money. That should get us lots of nice trees. Lots of good trees for us to deal with. We got new development levels in manufacturing, zinc mines, copper mines, copper, brass, zinc. All these little things, I'm not really sure what they are. If they're just buffs or what it is. Breakthrough times 1. And then it looks like utilities we also leveled up. Power substations, gravel pits, coal mines. Ah, okay, so the coal mines are actually unlocked via utilities. Interesting. So is the clay pits. Do cell phones count? It's hard to say. Thank you for the follow, though. Welcome to the agency. All right, so we got to get more guys getting plywood. Part of the thing that we could do is like ripping apart other structures. Right? Like all this stuff. I don't see any reason not to just do all this. If we have leftover guys just doing nothing right now, it makes sense. I assume cell phones count. Gotta assume a little bit. So Branchy and Sons. I like to think that that's Branchy and that's Sons. Decorations, trees, lawns, hedges, fences, parks, plazas, ponds, decorative wooden fencing, trees, lawns. $120 a day. That seems like a lot of money. I'm gonna do it. Yo, what's the forestry district without a couple of trees in it, you know? I can count sometimes. Love the YouTube vids. Finally got you live. Oh, dude, I'm glad. I'm glad. Always glad to see somebody come over here from YouTube. My pleasure. Getting society together and he's already fencing people off. Listen, you know what? Maybe they wanted to be fenced off. We don't know that. The jury's still in deliberations. Depot. I guess you're going to have to go here. So that'll start making us zinc. Now I need gravel and copper. I didn't line up any copper mines, did I? No. Clay. The gravel is over there. Quartz. Water? Is that a grizzly bear? Oh, hello, sleepy guy. What are you doing? Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Oh, no, you're just also taking a nap. We're just a couple of snuggly grizzly bears living on the east coast of Dublin. All right, we got to find some copper. Some copper down here. 2 copper down here. Copper limestone. What about like maybe up here? You're lots of water. Galena. Singular copper. Doubler copper. Okay, but they're really far away from each other. Iron, water. Gravel. Water. Gold! There's gold in the hills. That's good to know. That's not far away from those depots. Clay, coal, galena, limestone. Okay. Okay. What's down here? Crude oil. Okay. So we got iron, copper, and gravel all up here. So to me, this says steel factory. Here's a question. How do I get across the river? And can I get across the river? It looks like I can maybe just build bridges. This isn't really that far from this outpost. That'll give me access to this clay as well. All right. Goof. So a copper mine has to go in here. Probably requiring its own depot as well. Requires 5 laborers. I'm out of laborers, dudes. I can't believe it. I thought that day would never come. You know what? I'm going to build these guys like a nice little park in behind this section. New development level reached. In transport, giving us access to the loading ramp. All depots get +1 transporter trucks, and the market needs less workforce. I love to see that. That's very good. And then, yeah, we just need, we need more planks. More plankers. Grizzly bears in Ireland? Apparently. I mean, it's news to me, but... Get St. Patrick back here. If he can handle snakes, he can handle grizzly bears? Man, I don't know if that's true, but I'm not going to turn them down. Planks are on the down. Does this mean money is also on the down? Get more luxuries for your residents. Demolish unneeded infrastructure. Luxuries such as bread? Bread? Flour mill? Into bread? Flour and fruit? That seems like it would probably be. I'm just like, what do you mean you need food? We can't just survive off the delicious bounty of the mines? I thought that's what the kids were yearning for. You're a 4x4. And you're a 4x5. Aren't you guys just the worst for what I need to do? There goes my nice little grid. Unless... Actually, I could do... planks. I'm forever baned by planks. You're going to go like that. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Down like that. We're going to get these guys some baked goods is what we're going to do. See if we can't make them happy. So I'm going to need 40 wood for that bakery. But you should get the grain going. I'm a little bit worried about the laborer shortage right now. And I'm thinking maybe we turn off this copper mine road. How do I turn off? Pause. That'll put 30 laborers back on the menu. Lots of good stuff up here to salvage in the meantime. And lots of good planks to also get from that salvage, so. All right, let's speed this up while we wait for planks. There we go. The bakery, snug as a bug in a rug. Look at us. You're losing money. Don't go bankrupt. Well, we're not losing that much money. So, if you increase the happiness of your people, basically by giving them luxuries, then they go, oh man, we love luxuries, and they'll pay more taxes. It's basically the way it works. So for right now, I'm going to have to pause the zinc mine, and I guess also then that depot. You don't even have a depot yet, so... We've reached a new development in utilities, giving us access to the water tower and the water pump. Distributes water to all nearby buildings that require it, providing water production is sufficient. Now, here's a great question. Am I going to need... like... the printing press increases morale, but requires paper. Yeah, okay, so none of these guys require water, which is great because I don't really have access to water, right? Shape and extend the coastline. I like the idea that we're going to be able to develop the river here eventually. I do kind of wish I could have started my town center somewhere else, and I'm realizing I probably... No, you cannot move the town center. Upgrade mode also interesting. Okay. So we have vegetables, we have grain. I could produce cotton, but I think we have all this extra wood right now. Why don't we put together a pulp and paper mill? Cellulose factory into a paper mill. Into a printing press. You're a smelter. So if we put you here, and then you there, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could then put a printing press right here. If I move that over 1, then it's no longer connected. Okay. You heard the man. He's going to need a power substation as well. Something tells me all of these buildings are going to need a power substation, so why don't I just like sort out where all this is going first? Paper mill. 70 wood. Let's just wait on it. Because aesthetics, also it makes move sense to live near a constant water source. Right? Like that's why I wanted to actually just go up higher to the river, so. Is it a new mic or is it because I'm on the laptop? I have turned up the gain recently so that I'm a little bit more in your ear. So that you can get all of my sultry tones. Because apparently that's what people wanted. And who am I to deny the people? You're definitely going to need multiple substations. Do the THQ cinema ad? Is that it? Did I nail it? I can't tell. Was it close? You know what? I'm going to do a little cheeky breaky like that, I think. Don't like change? I was asking people about it and everyone was like, we would rather you be louder than quieter. Though it does feel a little confusing for me. Every time I'm editing videos now, I'm like, why am I so loud in this? God, is that what I sound like? No, I suppose I should probably make these better roads too. Hey, Zindrin! No, Shakal. Thank you for the gift sub to Zindrin. Zindrin, welcome to the agency. Come on in for the cinema ticket. Need to head off. Have a good rest of stream. Jared, take it easy, my dude. Enjoy your weekend. I hope it's swell. Hope it's well and swell. Well, I think I'm just going to build a windmill back here. Because that'll give the power this substation needs. At least until I build this printing press. Which I still need 50 wood for. Produced 20, used 0. Can I see all of my stats? Oh, I bet I can. I produced 32 wood and I only used 12 of it. Huh. I would have thought the plywood would have been using a lot more than that, but I suppose not. Diplomacy, friendly, neutral. So these are all the other guys. Your research and development. Breakthrough is at ×2 right now. Again, I don't really know what that means. Laborers. Idle mind is dangerous. The more unemployed they are, the more likely they'll cause problems. They want education and safety. Oh. Well, I can solve some of that with a fire hall, can't I? Ah, the fire hall also needs a substation. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put it right. God, everything needs plywood. Oh, this is all the things I've been unlocking. Powered machinery. Running costs. Production per cycle. Let's give them production per cycle. I can put in multiple of those upgrades. Oh my god, hell yeah. Big, 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 big. Costs $90, but I don't think that's 90 upkeep. I think that's just 90 bucks. This is like a one-time flat fee. Ah, you can only have 3 of them, though. How much are your running costs? 480. Is that a lot? No, not really. So I'm going to go with 2 of those then. All right. That should be making a lot more. Optimized placing of surfaces like fire station. Is this an Anno game? I mean, basically, yes. Yeah. Does seem like a nice cousin. Relevant menus behind the camera. This is true. This is true. This is what the menu looks like. It's a little upgrade menu. You can add in like stock limits, workforce, production per cycle, running costs. So I've put in minus 30% workforce, plus 60% production, and make them a little bit cheaper. Fire risk. I see. I actually have a lot of fire risks. I'm running a bit of a problem where I actually don't know where to put my camera that's not in the way here. I guess maybe above the map. Now I'm only in the way of notifications. Right? Oh. That ought to be a little better. Right? That's a good spot. We're happy with that. New development level in living. Labor high rises. High density housing for laborers. Bush hedges and daisy lawns. All right. We got to get that. We have enough to make the fire station right now. I definitely want to put him in there. People are lacking luxuries. Yeah, but like what kind of luxuries? Primarily desired by laborers. They got bread and they got vegetables. They want newspapers and clothing. Yeah, okay. Well, good news. We've almost got one of those up and running. Bad news, we absolutely don't have the other one up and running. So I gotta wait till this goes back up to 50. Yeah, I don't even have a cotton farm. Get Anno for cheap on sales. Feature complete. Wait for the new Rome Anno. Yeah, I'm excited for the new Rome Anno. I will most definitely be playing a little bit of that. Print and press. Negative electricity. Windmill. Mona the cat. Hi. Wait on a little bit more wood. I guess we check this development level in the meantime. Our transport has leveled up. Warehouse. Increases global stock limit for all types of resources. Logistical support. Oh, okay. So it's not like just a better depot. You're lacking paper. You're lacking electricity. Ironic. Okay, let's pause you so that you can at least run in the meantime. And then I'll see if I can get some more windmills up and running. Rome Anno sounds fun. Yeah, I think it should be good. There's a couple cool looking Rome games coming out. I saw one yesterday that was like sort of like a multiplayer Stardew. Where you build a little town. It was called Romeocracy, something like that. I might know. Want to say hi, everybody? She's too quiet today. Do you want to try our trick? Da-da-da-da-da-da. No, too shy. We've been trying to teach her every time we go. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. She meows at the end of it. But she's still learning it. She's still got a lot to learn, kiddo. Windmill. Unpause. Now we got enough juice. Low pop count, though. So that's solvable with... What does that cost? Clay bricks. All right, well, here comes the first neighborhood. Wow, we could put like little statues in here too. Ooh. Interesting. Fences, parks, plazas. I guess the daisy lawn is nice. How does this cost $300 a day? That's outrageous. Put a single oak tree back there. Something nice, right? Cinderlash, take it easy, my dude. Romestead. Yes, that's the one. Yeah. In the Future Game Show. That's right. Yeah, they dropped like a ton of games. Lots and lots of game news. This is wild to me because I keep losing money right now. I guess as the paper factory gets up and running, I'll get more. I didn't realize I was going to need all of these things up so quickly. So the cotton field is next. We're going to have to shut down the mining. If I was to build a cotton field here, I could probably on the back side of it or on the back side of this forester. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it like that. Build the weavery. One, two, three, four left. That'll fit. With room to spare, in fact. Now, something tells me they're going to say insufficient workforce. They also need more electricity. These windmills are really starting to add up. Waiting on immigration, 3. Pause buildings to release workers, increase class morale, build propaganda bureaus. The town needs more water. All right, we got a lot of things we got to build. It really tricked me into saying you need to produce all this gravel and stuff right away. Oh, yeah, so the cotton field needs water if we want it to work. And this stuff is all needed before everything else. Where is the water pump? Water tower, water pump. 5 laborers, 1 water tower. Nobody else is using it, so why not? Let's stick that back here. And then this guy has to be on a water location. Shiver me timbers. You've got to be jokes. I think I should have kept with more dirt roads. How is this? Okay. Well, so there was water down here near this iron. I was going to go for that iron, so we might as well, I guess, add a water pump here. And then the most insane road imaginable. Can't wait to figure out where that cut through. All right. Insufficient workforce. Do you think this guy needs a depot as well? I need so many more houses. What about labor high rises? I could put in them here and here. All these guys also need workers. Okay, so that's paused. That's paused. For now, I'm gonna have to pause all of this stuff. Because I need these workers back doing other jobs. All right, so we get water. This guy does not need a depot. But good to know. So we should now be making clothing. People are lacking in luxuries. Work. They're all only at 50% newspapers, which makes me wonder what's going on. Why are the newspapers making so slow? I need morale 1 to be able to upgrade these guys better. Mostly your papers have just not been picked up. Is the problem that my depots need more trucks? Oh my god, they definitely need more trucks. Reduce a bit of the workforce and the running cost. Oh, that's going to make that so much more efficient. This is probably where most of my production chain issues were coming in, is that the depot only had like one truck, and I didn't have that applied onto it. Yeah, look, now there's trucks running everywhere all the time, nonstop. Every day, hard at it. The newspapers are getting picked up. The depots are deep open. You guys are up to like 89, 80%. Clothing's going to take a little bit to get going. I'd love to get the cost down on some of these buildings because they're very expensive to run. So like some oversight offices here on the paper mill. And perhaps the cellulose factory. Effective range, workforce, running costs. Yeah, that's what I need. Can't say no to effective range, though. Oh, yeah, look, you even get that depot up there now. Or that laborer housing, I should say, which I actually forgot was up there. Why don't we go one more of those? Now you get both of those laboring houses. Perfect. Poor old Seamus driving between 7 workplaces till Agent hired like 6 more people. You know what makes the difference? So I'm going to build more guys. Can I see what you are craving the most? Books and health. Development level not reached for civics. So here's a question. What do I need to get my civics level up? +2. Can I just click this and spend a breakthrough? I can. Oh, cool. I don't know if that slider is affecting things or not, but there's an elementary school. Oh, heck yeah. We gonna be educating the children. That's always good feeling. We're going up. We solved the economy. Turns out all we needed were books. Our transport also got... No, we know that one. Clear. Gravel and copper. We're getting there. That's the gravel down here. Clay pit. Gravel pit. No depot. Is there more gravel down here? I guess there is. So why don't we put it like that in case we need to tie up that other gravel pit later? So now we at least have a bit of that coming in. And we got people to work these jobs, so that'll produce gravel. Oh my god, all we need then is the copper mine online. Which I'm not going to be able to hit with a single depot. Not gonna lie, that's a little frustrating, but it's okay. New development levels in quite a few things. Morale, giving us the appliances factory. We can build gramophones. And that's about it for right now. Telephones, radios, and TV sheets. I also saw I think the civics tree unlocked. No, utilities tree unlocked. Clay pit and a brickworks. Nice. And manufacturing unlocked. Bonuses to some of the mines and chemicals production. Cooking. Cooking. That's going to be the first quest down. If y'all could turn back on. And I could build a few more of these high rises down here. We'd be able to have this up and running as well. Carrie, hello. Welcome. We're playing a little Kaiserpunk today. How was your art? You're going to like this game, I think. I also played another game this morning that I think you'd like called Edge Island, which was very RimWorld-y. It was like RimWorld, but with tactical RPG battles. Very, very cute. This is Kaiserpunk. So this is, it's kind of like Anno in the way that the city building works, the production chains and whatnot. You get to build a little city, try to make everybody happy. But then as you go, it's sort of World War themed. And as you go, it expands into a 4X layer where you can go off and you can take armies from your cities that you've made all the weapons and tanks and airplanes and everything for. And you can go off and you can invade other locations. So you made 2 birthday cards. Nice. The ore we extracted will help us in the long run. With technical advancements, we can build more complex mines and extract even more, Governor. Our stock is brimming with ore. Now we need to do something with it. Oh, right. I'm not over there anymore. I'm not in the way. A group of people have volunteered to help us. If you ensure the smelters have everything they need, we can look forward to new materials to produce brass and steel. So I have 1 smelter down here. It's making steel. Production of field guns, infantry tanks, corvettes, rifles, etc. To show you the world map, so we're playing on the British Isles. We actually started in Dublin. But all the rest of the world also has other guys. We haven't met any of them yet. Looks like we have some in New Zealand, some in Bolivar, some in the American North. We haven't discovered any of the other factions, so... it becomes a thing where you can set up all other cities, build regions. Looks kind of like Scotland. Oh yeah, country upgrades. Propaganda bureaus. Increase immigration interest for the region. Boost manufacturing, boost farming, infrastructure, mining, air-based tax offices. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Bombs, artillery shells, ammo. Oh, that's just tracking. Yeah, so there's a whole like 4X element as well. So 9 more days until New Zealand. Exciting. That's super exciting. What do we need to make brass? Copper and zinc? He says, wearing his Dwarf Fortress shirt. The one thing that teaches me how to make different things. Heavy industry, brickworks, appliances factory. I do like the idea of making gramophones for people. Diesel, rubber, chemicals, natural gas, kerosene. We'd have to go get that crude oil in the south part of the map. Copper and zinc, also made at the smelter. So, Galena, the zinc I'm making over here, the copper is way the butt up here. The copper, the iron, but not the coal. I see, okay. I'm going to probably give this guy another truck. And I think what I'm just going to do is put another smelter down here. And I'm going to have him make brass. And we'll see if he can work it out. Our roads are upgraded, as is our agriculture, unlocking ranches and fisheries. Fishy, fishy, fishy. And the trade port. Oh, man, I want to build one of them for sure. We don't have any of the trade buildings in right now. Depot, warehouse, quay, key. Where is trade port? Trading buildings. Ooh, that's like more space than I anticipated. Why don't we go right there? Oh, yeah, that looks nice. I like that. It's a fine looking dirt road there, Captain. No water tower nearby. Why does a trade port need a water tower? Things seem good for now. Keep in mind, a lot of resources can be refined into more advanced versions that can be used to produce more things. He's in a workshop surrounded by blueprints and papers deep in thought. The path to industrial advancement is a rough one. It requires sacrificing a lot of time and resources, but it's a step up and to start building more complex part of our industries that would serve us in the upcoming times. All right, well, you're going to get a little water tower. And you also need a power substation. And you also need 30 manufacturers, which I simply don't have in my city. I do have 182 unemployed laborers, though, so I better do something about this. One resource on one end and the other resource on the other. Oh, what is this symbol? Level up available. What's this? You can level up your town center and select a new social pillar. I don't know what these two icons are, but let's hit level up. Union, pacifism, or nation state. +1 production of laborer needs, and we get more laborers. +1 production of tier 1 resources, and we get 10 development points. Or nation state. Why don't we make a union right now? Ooh. So our town hall is no longer this like military bunker. What are these other things? The flag and the political alignment. Interesting. 1.5K for our next population upgrade. Town's looking nice and spicy. Some nice high-rise buildings. Everybody has all the luxuries they need. The only thing that they're missing is a clinic. They probably wouldn't mind more food as well. Orchards, algae, vineyards. Ranches. Ranch makes meat. Okay, hold on. What does meat make? Used in the production of canned meat. What does fish make? Don't you tell me canned fish. I don't see fish here at all. Food rations and fish soup. Vegetables make fish soup? Oh man, we're making a fishery then. What, are you kidding me? We got to make a fishery. Right next to the bridge. Right next to it. He don't need nothing but what he's got. I got to produce clay, which is great because I have clay deposits here. Completely extract a natural resource. Oh, these are limited. What do you mean there's not an infinite amount of resources in the ground? What are you trying to tell me? That we're going to run out of oil? That can't be right. That doesn't sound right at all. Well, that depot just squishes in there so nice. No water tower nearby. Man, everybody's needing water towers lately. And I ain't a big fan of it. I guess if I put it here, though, I can also run it to this other clay pit. I just gotta hope I'm making enough water. He says, discovering that it's the water that has run out. Hi-ya-ya. That was definitely one thing I did not expect. All right, where are the ones over here? They're way down the road. Oh, man, they're so far down the road. There's two out here. I guess these are the next closest. Just because we sort of have a path to them. We should make sure to salvage all these ruins as well while we're out here. So that means I'm going to run out of all this iron and whatnot as well, right? All right, I guess there's a lot left, but... Okay. We're making money. We're actually making good money right now. People are relatively happy outside of not having access to health. Though I feel like that's kind of fixable. Manufacturing house. Low density housing for manufacturers. Uh-huh. So the trade port needed that. Why don't we... I guess I could build these guys like down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I could get all the manufacturing houses in a similar like 9x9 here. I'd allow for that. I think that would look nice. Oh, sick. They need water towers. Whoever could have guessed. It'll look nice eventually. Yeah, and then I guess the trade port. Traders may bring info on distant regions and empires. What do we want to trade? That's a great question. What do we have a lot of? Stonks. Grain, iron, wood. We make a lot of wood. I make a lot of plywood. And I actually make a lot of cellulose as well. So I guess I could trade plywood. Definitely not 78. Let's put like 50 plywood in here. That's $100. And then where is cellulose? Oh man, I gotta make gramophones too. Paper, ammunition, plastics, and airships. That's at least something to trade off. Is this truly Kaiserpunk? Can we get some forced opium sales to China? I mean, maybe. It's possible. Insufficient electricity. We're going to have to create some better power plants soon. Right now, we got the school. We got all this jazz. 0 out of 30. Okay. So these guys want meat. These guys just want veggies and bread. They do want health as well. Clinic, police station, high school. Beer, gramophones, and radios, and meat. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got to build lots of stuff. I like that this is like 2 exit and entrance points. I'm just going to do that. Get him a little cowpoke going. This is kind of our farming district after all. And let's see. Where do I make gramophones? Appliance factory. It does require laborers. And it requires water and power. That would give it all of it and that depot. Can make gramophones. Honestly, pretty good deal. That puts most of our laborers to work as well. People's luxuries are low. Negative water flow, negative electricity. Is that all true? It is. Unfortunately. Still. Oh, my substation is actually maxed out. So you have 15, you have 65. Okay, so there's room for more substations here if we need. Or more windmills. I think this is kind of going to have to be the windmill district. Up and in and around here. This is probably where we'll make like coal power. Yeah, this town's looking pretty... This town's looking pretty nice. Why don't you have enough juice? We're going to make some more roads. That's what we're going to do here. New development level reached in living quality. Private hedges and violet lawns. All right, I got to be concerned about Insufficient water. I need another water pump. Not linked to the town center. Oh, okay, that would do it. Now you work, right? You work. This guy needs a brick factory. It's like an endless pile of things that just need to be done all the time. Brickworks. Costs 100 plywood. You dirty dog. All right, let's just wait on some wood. We make it pretty quickly. Ever since I invited all these manufacturers to show up, suddenly I started losing all of my money again. Because they don't have enough meat. And I don't got enough to give them. Everybody else is pretty happy. I really should move these houses. Because, like, now they should at least get access to this education system. Everyone is kind of covered by that now. This fire station costs a lot to run, so I wouldn't mind slotting in a few of them as well. There goes all my plywood, which I forgot. Whoops. Is the world map in real time or turn-based? I think real time. Because this just like continues. Whether it's day or night or... Military recruits. Yeah, we're going to have to start making a military soon, I guess. Alignment and ownership. Resources, terrain types. Marine. Okay, so my ships are extra good. Army stats, region stats. We make grain, limestone, and electrical parts. Heavy artillery, heavy tanks, battleships, heavy fighters, and heavy bombers. We have 10% production on military vehicles, and we get extra bonuses in ore pumps, oil pumps, and water pumps. Death and destruction also negates some of that, but not too much. Oh ho, playing this, eh? We are indeed, cats. Victory progress. Definitely not in first place for domination. Or anything for that matter. So, what do I... Oh, I need 100 of this wood. So I can start making bricks. Meanwhile, I got to find something for these manufacturers to do. I should not have built them so many houses. That much is for certain. I'm also thinking it might be worth building like another depot in town. No substation. Oh, a local trader is giving you information about Yakusk. Where is Yakusk? Yakusk. It's a forest. Its owner is a miner. How did a boat tell me about this place? Interesting. You need a power substation. Which obviously is also going to need a windmill. You only need 10 kilowatts, so a single windmill will suffice. Except I don't have enough laborers. Except I don't have enough planks. Seeing if I can stay awake or not. Time for more reading while listening to streams. Nice. What are you reading? Message in a bottle? I mean, I guess someone walked their way up to the Arctic Circle. Yeet something into the water. Always the plywoods and the planks. Yeah, I'm realizing like I probably should not be trading these guys off. Because I don't really seem to produce enough of them right now. Trade with a local smuggler finalized. Sold some cellulose for cash. And that looks like we hit living level 3. Private hedge. Do we already know that one? Yeah. So you going to make me some bricks? You sure are. All right, we're back making money again, too. I reckon probably because of the meat ranch. I need civics. So, like... police station, clinics. I guess let's put those points in there. Not entirely clear how this all works. You have no morale. Oh, you have nobody living in it. The manufacturers do pay... oh, no, the laborer houses pay more. The manufacturers pay... minorly more, but mostly because their morale is really low. They don't have beer, and they don't have radio. I don't even know how to make beer. Rubber and copper for a radio. Clay, zinc, copper, iron, coal. Fish, meat, cotton, grain, vegetables. Market. I guess I could build a market. So I don't really know if I need to if I have a trade port. Might just be like a waste. I might start making a military. Oh, here we go. Food rations, handguns, rifles, submachine guns. Requires 50 manufacturers. I have 50 manufacturers. Where do I want the military industrial complex to be built? Oh, with a steady supply of new materials, our builders and engineers can rejoice at the opportunity to build even greater things. If we can get everything running, our resource output would be improved astronomically. I've drafted a plan for a new complex. Build region upgrade mining site in the British Isles. Okay, I do know how to do that. 150 plywood. It cost me 1.2K in upkeep. Technically, I can afford that. I'm going to need a bunch of factories, right? Where do I make rubber? Cement, plastic, aluminum sheets, canned meat, electrical parts, dye. Refinery makes rubber from crude oil. So we're going to need to tap into this crude oil down here for sure. I'd be wise to gobble up all this stuff. Just because it's free salvage, and I have the laborers on hand to do it. So why not? Something I feel like I should have been doing this like way, way earlier in the game. Yeah, man, I guess I'll do it. We're about to hit 150 planks, so why not? Get to learn a little bit. Come on. Give me them planks. You know, I want to say I need more depots, but I generally have one truck sitting outside the depot at all times, so we're probably good. 1919 rubber would have been taken from trees as latex. True, but we'd also need to do trade with Brazil then, probably. I feel like it would get a lot more complicated. So, the British Isles gets the mining site upgrade. Huh. 6 days. Okay. I think probably the military stuff should have its own set of power stations. Substations. Belgian, Congo, that has the most rubber. They did some pretty horrible things to get it. True. I always forget about the Congo. Poor Congo. Not a good time for them. What are you missing? Bread? What are you making? Food rations. Army rations. Handguns. Rifles. Submachine guns. Machine guns. Lumber and steel make handguns, so why don't we start by making some handguns? That employed most of the manufacturers I have as well, so... Cellulose and brass make ammunition. I guess I'm going to also need to be making that, won't I? And then a military base. Ooh, you're big! You might just go there. How does this have any power? Pampas! Local traders giving you information about a new region. Oh, I did not have the guys for that. Oh, and we discovered a new faction. Okay, hold on. One baby step at a time here. I need more manufacturers by twice. Okay, well, we'll take that for now. The Bolivar Fanatics. Marshal Raul Castillo. Trade deal? Interesting. Science deal? Oh, this could be a way for me to get civic points in exchange for, I don't know, manufacturing points? Sign the deal. So he has Pampas and he has the Brazilian highlands. And he's got a garrison. I want a garrison. One militia, please. How do I get across the ocean is really my question. How do I get into mainland Europe? Most of the world forgot about the Congo until some journalists went, hey, why are we only getting things from the Congo but never sending them anything? Like the Dutch East Indies and British Malaya would start growing rubber as well during this period. Yeah, I guess everybody just kind of like turned a blind eye to the Congo for quite a while. Like maybe it was not the best idea to get an army started when my economy is still in such shambles, but you live, you learn. You've reached new development. Transportation and in military. Artillery shells, field guns. Cool. And transportation unlocked us bonuses for the warehouse, which we're actually not even using right now, so. Okay. Things are cooking. What can you make? Ammo, artillery, or bombs? Yeah, just start making ammo for now then. You're making handguns. A building is on fire. I got a bad feeling for this building. Run! Run, fire truck! This smelter is so far away! Have a fire event destroy a building. What happened to my fire truck? Oh my god, it went back. And then they sent out a second fire truck. And now they're sending out a third fire truck for this windmill. Hiya. Well, here's one thing I have learned. I don't know that the smelters are really needed down here. $50 planks, 250 gold. Well, that's the same price to just build a new one. That's the case. If that's the case, I'm moving these smelters up here. And you can't stop me. They got enough power? Somehow? It seems like things instantly transport from depots, so... I don't really feel like I have to be worried about that right now. Get the Eurotunnel built so we can get across the sea? I mean, it's not a bad idea. How long is this thing going to take to make? 3 more days. Goodness gracious. zinc. I did notice that these factories were also not working anymore. And would shorten me a bit on people. Oh, it looks like I can largely solve that. Just with a couple of upgrades. So luxuries and health. It's still health more than anything else. Plus 14. Close. We can almost get the cops. Garrison builds. These we know about. So how does that garrison work then? Defends your region from land attacks like any other infantry during the close range phase. But I suppose what I really need here is ships if I want to defend the British Isles. Which might be easier said than done. I don't know how long it's going to take for us to get boats. Salvas. Okay. Nothing was exchanged. I don't know if I have anything left to trade. Stonks. I'm losing bread. I'm losing vegetables. Right, it's got to be stuff that I'm producing. I could trade steel. That seems like a dumb idea, though. But I guess we are like a super industrial nation, so maybe steel isn't that dumb an idea. It's a lot of money, too. So it looked like this bread mill. Oy, oy, oy. Let's make additional flour. Make some additional cotton. None of these I can't really upgrade yet. This ranch is pretty expensive to run, but I can't drop the price on it. The printing press. I can drop the price on by quite a bit. And we can increase its production as well, help it get more papers out there. This building doesn't have enough lumber. Lumber? Lumber is different than plywood. Where the heck do I get lumber from? Produced in lumber yards. Oh my goodness. I also need these for handguns. And other things. Okay, so one of you are making plywood, one of you are making lumber now. I didn't even realize we had two different options there. So we should actually start getting gramophones up and running then. We're okay on pops. I'm barely in the green. Yeah, you also need lumber. Grizzly bears. So those are copper mines being delivered. There's more iron mines here, but I don't need them being delivered. This laborer's home can be moved. Forgot that we like repaired all these locations around that I then did not go and pick up. Salvage those ruins. Salvage these ruins. That's another laborer home. There was a big farm. Yeah, there was a big farm somewhere that we had to move as well. You're a laborer home. You are a cotton field. Well, this is a jam. Suddenly, an absolute banger comes on the radio. I mean, if I'm going to have a free cotton field out here, I might as well use it. Civics level 2. Nice. We got the cop station. I need 80 wood. Provides safety to manufacturers, reducing the chance of rioting erupting in the area, and directly counters active riots. I mean, I'm going to build it here, and I'm just going to put some upgrades in it. Grant is currently busy working on plans to increase our resource output and build bigger buildings. Suggest we send someone tomorrow, make sure he knows he's alive. Our city is like a bustling hive with workers and resource transpo. Our rebuilding plans are going steady, and we're going to be able to do more than that. We'll return our former shine to our cities and make them even greater thanks to your leadership. Nice. Death and destruction is gone. We now get a 20% production in ore mines, oil pumps, and water pumps, which is a 40% increase. And we have another plus 10% on that as well. And we produce all needs resources. Oh my God, that's so good. That's so good. Hot dog. Country upgrade. Propaganda borough. Factory complex. It's an airbase. Infrastructure. Nice. The Bolivars are happy with us. I feel like a factory complex is also going to be really valuable here, but probably not until we make a bit more money, because for sure we're bleeding cash right now. Yup. Without a doubt. And what are you? You're just damaged. Song rules. Here's another labor house we can move in. Reducing his cost is valuable. Cheaper cops, defund the police. No longer a mess hole swinging 20s. Here we come, baby. All the stonks are going up. That's what you want to see. 1.2 in cash. Seem to be running low on bread and vegetables, so definitely let's give them some boosts. Agriculture 4. For sure, we're going to need another lumber yard. Global stock limit reached of wood. And we are out of water again. This has got me worried, dudes. The water pumps are really running dry fast. Give me that plywood, please. Stocks can only go up. Nothing can possibly go wrong. The water desalination plant running. That'd be nice. There is a water purification plant from any natural water source, salty or not. Yeah, so we need development level 8 in utilities. We got a ways to go, young Johnny boy. All right. I also clearly need more lumber yards. There's no question about it. If I'm maxed out on wood. Why can I never remember where the lumber yard is? There it is. I guess I could put it here. Political alignment represents our societies, yet yours differ greatly from mine. I don't think our relationship should be reconsidered, says the bull of our fanatics. So this guy uses lumber. No depot nearby. You're joking. Thought that didn't matter as long as he's directly next to it. It shouldn't matter if he's directly next to it. It does matter. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put you on lumber. I'm actually going to put you back on plywood if that's the case. Olivers, what's going on here? Surely we can do some science. What if we did 2 science for 2 manufacturing? We fit manufacturing 4, which gives us bonuses to like the weavery, the smelter, and the oil pumps. Smelter is definitely for sure. The weavery's not that expensive. Smelters ain't cheap. I guess I could also build a warehouse. Boo, 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 boo. Increase our global stock limits. A little weird building. It's always something. They always need a little extra something. And by a little extra, I mean they always need more plywood. No matter what I do, they want more plywood. I guess something I could do is put wood on here. Let's put like 500 wood for trade. See if anybody wants to buy wood. And we might be able to get a little bit of work going with that. Still no clinics. Things are costing us a ton of cash here right now, too. You got more firms. Let's keep salvaging. In the meantime, something for our laborers to do. Got time to lean, you got time to salvage. It's cute. I like our little town. So far. I kind of like that these woods keep all the farming away from what is basically an industrial district. There's a nice separation of territory because of that. Not quite so much over here, but like, yeah. The housing is mostly going to move up into this area to centralize around these mandatory buildings. So knowing that like your people don't actually have to travel to go to work, that's a big thing. It really only matters for depot trucks. And I guess things like tractors. Neutral. All right, somehow magically we're back in the green. Let's start repairing some of these farms. Mostly because I'm just curious as to what type of farms they are. So it's funny, like, yeah, clearly all your starting farms and stuff, you're not really meant to build. You're just meant to repair stuff nearby and move it. Which makes sense. Why wouldn't you? Build in the rest of that dirt road as well, so we have our nice little civic block here. And perhaps this could be the Violet District. With a sycamore tree. I like this. I like this idea. It's quickly going to run out of its ability to work, but we'll find a way. We find a way to make it work. Okay, so what's next on our like building queues? We actually don't have any quests left, so I could build a military base. If I moved you down to 3. No depot nearby. Well, that's not annoying at all. You know what? I've been thinking about building the depot up here anyway. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If I do that... Oh, if I do that, that actually works. And I have room. Military base. New development level for morale. Nice. A brewery. Let's go. We're making booze. And also for electricity is giving us access to the coal power plant. We can burn coal now. Brewery is straight grain to alcohols. And I could squish you in right here so you can pull directly from that location. So that's what I'm going to do. And the battalion. Army general must advance in rank before a new trait can be selected. Got a new upgrade. Engineer, faster region constructions, or entrenchment. All close range damage taken in this region is half. Also just unlocked a soup kitchen. Upgraded our agriculture. Soup and vegetables. I don't think it's going to really matter where I put him. He's always going to be in the wrong spot. So we can just put him in here. Transport showed up to the Bolivars and they're happy about it. And I'm happy they're happy. So what are you guys missing? Water towers and power substations. Relatively easy problems to fix. And then you make fish soup, which you'll be able to do, and you make beer, which you'll be able to do, and everyone will be happy. Agriculture and military leveled up. A vehicle factory. Field guns, pounders. Infantry tanks. Heavy artillery, light tanks. We got to start making rubber, apparently. And then, yeah, the soup kitchen. Some bonuses to the bakery. Bonuses to a bunch of stuff here, actually. That I've been wanting to upgrade. Particularly production on the bakery is a pretty big one. Sold off a bit of steel for some cash. Nice. And we discovered Captain Way Western of the American North Hunters. I'm assuming he's in America. It looks like Alaska. These guys have battalions moving around, which has me a little bit nervous. Why don't we make like a military deal with this guy? I can provide you with ammunition. Well, do I want to do that though? Maybe not. Trade deal? I want to give you significantly less steel than that. But I don't know that that's an option. I could trade him science. I could take his military in exchange for my agriculture. Everyone seems pretty amenable to this kind of stuff. This guy likes our deal for science as well. I want to see combat before you buy the game. Totally fair. We've increased living, technician's house, and yew hedges, as well as the rose lawn. And what was the other thing I just got there? Transport. Tunnel. A tunnel. Transport tunnel. That's got to be on the world map. That's got to be on the world map, right? How the hell do I build a tunnel? All right. Militia, field gun, infantry tanks. 1 food rations, 1 ammunition. I'm going to train a militia. I need more factories. Because it seems like everyone only lets you build so much. So these guys need, sorry, food rations and ammunition, which I am making. You also need manufacturers to work them. So let's keep expanding the manufacturing district by 2 more houses. That should supply us who we need. Local stock is full. Did we ever build that warehouse? I don't think we did. We were going to build it right here. Why do you need electricity? You're a warehouse. Well, now obviously I'm interested in building a coal power plant. Yeah, why not? You're going to need even more of these guys. They'll start trickling in. They need coal. They can get coal. And then that should give them power they need. Oh, that's a big stinker. That's a big stinker in the sky. That's for sure. We officially have 1 militia. Field guns, handguns, infantry tanks. I mean, I guess I could, like, swap out this handgun production for... Where do I make field guns and all that stuff? Oh, the vehicle factory, right. All right, well, look, you're a natural fit for here. I love that I keep making things that I don't have workers for. Like, this requires so many more manufacturers. Interesting. So that's 40 field guns. And then 30 infantry tanks to make whatever this is. Now, I don't think I have like the rubber or anything to do this, but I'm just kind of curious to queue them up. And probably like 2 more militia. And we'll see how that goes. Reach a population of 1,000 residents in the city. I have exactly... Okay. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more of these manufacturers. Let me tell you. You're a random depot. Okay, well, I guess I'll take you. Probably wouldn't be a bad choice to have. There's that depot there. What if I put you here and then built this nice road to connect you? You got to be kidding me, dudes. How am I meant to make enough water for this place? Okay, even though the water is depleted, I think I'm actually still making enough. I think. Do you have negative $2,600? Are you spending $10,000 a month right now, agent? Hi, let's turn off many things. Why does this warehouse cost so much? God, this all costs so much. I got to drop like a crazy amount of cash here. 1.3. All right, now all my manufacturers are out of jobs. But I've saved the economy. Well, we've put half of the economy out of work, but subsequently, we've saved the economy. Hooray! 4 houses, 7 of this. Yeah, we know what this is. Is this the first time you played the game? We played it during the Steam Next Fest. All right, these guys have gone hostile with me now. Because the tiny bit of stuff that we did here in our town before, I guess made us good instead of, I don't know, democratic instead of fascist, probably, by unionizing. So no more deals with the Bolivar fanatics. South America is bad, bad, no good. We don't want to go down that road. Another cotton field? Oh, wow. Well, I don't really think I need you, so I'm just going to keep you turned off for now. I guess nice to know it's there, but... Salvage up the rest of this and repair up the rest of that. Same as he's here. Clear up the last little bits. Here we go. 3.6 available. All right. So we should come out of the hole here. I got to be better at watching this economy. It is bleeding. It is bleeding easy. Yeah, it's funny because like we're making things like gravel. But I'm not using it anywhere. Yeah, we're net positive on water. Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4 buildings. Like, I don't have any of these. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, so while we played it during Steam Next Fest, it was much more basic than it is now. It didn't have pretty much any of the strategy layer. It had a very, very, very basic version of it. Upgrade mode. I wonder what we can upgrade. Well, yeah, I guess a bit of patience is all I need right now. Money's back up. 3.3. Okay, I gotta put some of these manufacturers at work. Wait, 4. Definitely we can put some upgrades in here to drop the price. Probably on all of these. Y'all making handguns. I don't know that I need handguns at the moment. 2.4. So we can also turn you back on. We can't necessarily get you up running right away. I just got to make sure that we don't have too much unemployment because otherwise they will be upset. They won't deal so hot with that. And we'll salvage that last building up here. So most of north of the river is done. We got another laborer house here for free. And the rest of that is being salvaged. That's actually all. Okay, so everything except for this repaired building. So north of the river is completely done. Receive word that your shipment has arrived. You are an honest trade dealer. We sold off a bunch of steel for some cash and learned about the Sierra Madre. All right, I want to keep doing science with this guy then. Particularly civic deals. I guess, you know what? Let's do military and civics. I'm gonna sign that deal. 10 days. No more working with the bolivars. Those dudes are some bad dudes. Ooh, 2.4 to run this. I can't do that. No, sir. No how. Vehicle factory is too expensive. 1.2 to run you, though. I could do that. Then employment's much more reasonable. Salvage, salvage, salvage. Salve, salve, salve. Gobble up all these tasty bits. All over the place. Almost out of them. Having a hard time not buying the game right now. Well, so I understand the feel. I'm going to be playing a bunch of this one, I think. The plan is to play a ton next week as well. So we'll be diving into it a bit more. As we go deeper, deeper. How are we on stocks? Bread is going down. Clothes are going down. So is fish and the newspapers and vegetables. That is quite a few things. Clothes, I feel like we could probably... No, we actually don't have upgrades here. A little bit cheaper to run. You should like start knocking the price down for a couple of things. Sort of wherever we can. See if I can get a few more trucks. You can get increased production as well as decreased costs. More newspapers, please. And less price. I have a lot of paper in stock, so I don't really need to be making any more of that, but I can reduce the price on it. We use cellulose and ammunition, so I'm actually going to triple those guys. Reduce the price of the cops. Reduce the price of the school. The fire station. I don't really mind if they're like, we need more people to run this, because I'm thinking like, okay, well, that doesn't really bother me. More people just means more houses, right? A relatively easy fix. Build more houses, get more pops. At least at this point in the game. Another cotton field? You gotta be... making me lose my mind here. What's with all these damn cotton fields? You really want me making cotton? We got to get down to this crude oil as well. 5.8 and 7.4. There's a bunch of quartz down this way. This is the only aluminum I think we've seen on the map as well. Oh, well, let's just do something stupid like this. Oop. How's that look? Fine by me. Don't think the price of the game was too bad. How much is it going for? I'm actually kind of curious on that. I mean, the quality is certainly really, really good right now. From what I'm experiencing. I can go probably straight across to these guys as well. Yeah, you're going to go right up. Straight line. It does need a depot. I thought maybe it wouldn't. Obviously, I thought wrong. Well, better than nothing. No water tower nearby. Also water? God, it's so demanding. Now we're making oil. You're pretty expensive. But I'm going to reduce your price and make you pump out extra oil. That's what I'm going to do. With oil, we can start making rubber. With rubber, we can start making rifles. With rifles, we can have a real army. I got to turn this warehouse back on. How much are we making? 3.4. If I get some planks, I can also reduce the price of this place. Negative electricity flow, of course, because I have the coal plant paused. This thing takes 40 kilowatts. This is absurd. This produces 200. I don't actually have that much coal. So maybe I should just build more windmills. I mean, that's enough to keep us going. We're trading a bunch of our steel, which is, I think, probably good for us. Considering we keep capping out on steel. I need more plywood to get the prices down there. 26 euro for this game? That's a really good price, honestly. For the city builder element to this alone, 26 euro is a pretty good price. So it's a less than $30 game, right? We're making the tiniest bit of cash. So what's happening here? Until we get the field gun, the rest of these guys, I guess, can't make. Combined health, damage versus land, damage versus naval, damage versus aerial. This guy could pick up the rest of the handguns needed to make militia, at least, in the meantime. Thing is, I don't know if I can even get, if I can send someone across. These guys all own like 3 territories or more. The Burati tribes of China. I have a feeling, like, let's make friends with these guys in America. We're not friends with South America. We're probably not going to be friends with China, Russia. New Zealand, we could probably make friend with. And Andalus? I don't know where this is. I'm guessing based on his portrait, like probably Middle East. I would think Andalus to be Iberian Peninsula, but that's definitely too close to us, so. Yeah, I guess we'll wait for a second militia unit to train, and then we'll send them out to explore. Or see if I can send them out to explore. I guess the steel trade is really what's keeping us online right now. So the flip of this would be if I made more laborer housing. Hired more laborers to do more laboring things. Such as question mark. Radios. Vegetables. So I clearly need another farm. Just like regular old farm. Not one of them fancy farms, just one of them regular old farms. I could also fill this with windmills, which would kind of look cool. Alright, you're 2 militia. I would like to deploy you. 23 hours to deploy 2 militias. They've got rations, they've got food. Let's see what they can do. I guess I could move like all those windmills down here, maybe. Oh, they need a road on them. Darn tootin'. The Great Lakes. They're a neutral faction. So they have a level 3 garrison. I really want to know how getting out works. Attacking things works. I got to make some more money before I can get this building online. Like, not a lot more money. But definitely some. So what else are we short on? We're short on vegetables. We're short a little bit on bread. Veggies are the big one. I guess because the fish plant is using the veggies now too. You know what? I mean, it's only laborers. I could easily plug in a whole extra farm here. Region Annex, the Siberian Plateau. I'm assuming that's over there. In Siberia. Army. Click on a region to move, attack, / take it over. Yeah, so I actually can't get off of England because I don't know about the other regions nearby. So I think then what I probably must need is a regular trader. And he'll inform me a little bit about what's going on land routes. I mean, that's my guess. Is this where I want him? Can't really decide. Let's put him there for now, because then I can at least draw like a road across this. Insufficient electricity. I think the substations are just overloaded up here. Yeah. Okay. This building also costs me too much money to run. $1.1K. God, good grief. The constant flux trying to maintain positive money. All right, well, we got 3 units of militia. But I can't move them anywhere. Yeah, I think without boats, the British Isles are completely like sea locked. Which is maybe okay for my first game. That might not hurt me. Might not be the worst decision. We have another laborer house down here. I'm on a cat who really wants my attention. And then those are the oil fields. Okay, so we have actually salvaged everything on the map now as well. It's only like the resource nodes that remain. So part of the question is just like, if we make things, we can sell things. Even if we don't need them. Production ore mines, oil pumps, and water pumps. Bolivar dislikes us, we know. Production of military vehicles. So yeah, this vehicle factory is really what we want to get online. But I'm going to need more manufacturers for that. We could sell handguns. Kind of curious, like, what else do we have here in a lot? We don't have clothes. West Manchuria has been annexed. I don't like this fact that we can't annex anything right now. We're making a lot of paper. Maybe sell off a bit of that. Fish soup's going to be needed for technicians. Okay. Tibetan Plateau, Szechuan, Yakutsk. Yeah, where do we get boats? Shipyard needs military level 3. Well, you're what I need online to level up my military, I think. I got 40 points here in breakthroughs. Transport 8. Cement factories and concrete mixers. Yeah, this is all for like tier 3 construction though. And I don't even think I have tier 2 buildings, right? Plastics. Galena. Silver, lead, plastics. Azalea hedges, brick fences. Manufacturing high rises are here as well. And then, yeah, the water purification is so far away. All right, we'll work towards military for our next upgrade. And we'll see if we can't get boats. Yo, boats. Negative cash flow. Get out of here, dudes. No, I don't. Positive cash flow. Everybody loves us. Everybody's happy. We definitely don't have a shortage of vegetables. How did I build 2 new farms and I'm still short on veggies? Tricky, tricky, tricky. 17, 14. Yeah, I mean, they're like picking them up right away. These guys probably have more than enough meat. Yeah, it's just the vegetables that are like taking their time to pick back up. We could sell off bricks, but I feel like knowing how much we've required plywood, I'm a bit hesitant knowing that we're going to be moving into bricks. But also, it doesn't seem like that many bricks. All right, let's sell some bricks. Sell 50 bricks at a time. Yay! Our trade goods arrived. These guys are liking us more and more. We're 15% science deal. I'm going to double down on military in exchange for agriculture and what is it? Manufacturing. Desperate for them boats. Now we'll just pump that up. Naval fleets and ships. I feel like this little harbor right here is where we're going to have to build that. I mean, we could build it in the actual harbor, but not if we don't have any money. Uh-oh. You know, I was kind of thinking a fire station up here is going to be important because this is all my, like, industry. If you're the other fire station, you really don't cover a lot of ground. Here go. Where's the best place for you? Here, maybe, actually? And then we put some of those range upgrades on it. Oh, yeah, that worked perfectly. All right, lots and lots of trucks running around like madmen. Realizing I should make some more of these roads gravel. How do we do? I should put it out. More information on the Sahara. Roads and power have been upgraded. Cement factories, concrete mixer, limestone quarry. As well as asphalt roads. Kandahar region annex. Yeah, see, I think everybody is going to be way more advanced than we are. We sold some guns and we sold some paper and some steel. We're still making negative cash, but we're selling enough stuff that it's kind of equaling out. Which feels reasonable to me. So one of my main questions becomes, what do I want to make asphalt? I feel like that is the obvious answer. These are all certainly the busiest roads here in the city. And then we'll also do these roads. We'll also do these roads. These roads, these roads, these roads. Oh. Oh! These cost resources to build. Specifically, they cost limestone. Which I did not realize. So I'm going to need a limestone quarry. Right about there. No power substation. Of course you don't. Not enough laborers. I mean, that's a good problem for me to have. Laborers are easy to deal with. They pay for themselves. Central Africa. Yeah, okay, so this must be the Andalus movement down in Africa. Borhoyansk. Biryani trade. So this guy is annexing like crazy. I'm a bit worried about this because it kind of feels like I'm not going to get any of Europe right now. They clearly stick one faction on each continent. I guess this other guy's down in New Zealand. No, we're bleeding money like crazy. Why is that limestone quarry so expensive? I don't want to shut that down. Ooh. All right. We'll shut down you. Okay, Africa doesn't like me. Dude, I am like bleeding out cash like wild here. So quickly. Military level 3. I'm bleeding out cash like crazy, he says, and then realizes he can start building boats. Produces ships used in assembling naval fleets. Costs 2,500 gold. Must be built on the water. I can hilariously build it to block the entire river. But I think what I'll end up doing is probably something like this. I'd say that's probably going to be it. Now, we don't have the money for it, but we also need the naval base. Just going to have to go up there as well. So, how was the game? Good. It's a lot of fun. Very similar to Anno and stuff. We're doing... We were like very slow in getting our proper production chains set up. I was too busy following the quest line. And not realizing that, like, you need to get really your resource chains up for laborers before you start making anybody else. Yeah, like, I'm not making enough clothes anymore. That's just part of the reason why I'm not making any money. What I actually need is another clothier. Cement and gravel makes concrete. Oh, that's a whole set of chains as well. So, like, I would need another clothier here. Like, I can't even build him, though. We're just bleeding funds like crazy, man. That's minus 3.2 with all of those factories turned off. Like, I was making money before these guys. I was making money a minute ago with all these guys. Just like the swinging 20s, it's a great recession, but a little bit earlier. It flips on you pretty quick, doesn't it? Wood and iron is maxed out again. Oh my God. This warehouse cost me 2.2, and all it does is give me an extra 500 capacity for iron and wood. So, like, I have this problem now where it's like manufacturers are also upset at me because they're all unemployed. They have no clothes. I still haven't unlocked a clinic, which is really frustrating because, like, even the laborers need that. I'm a little confused on how the development points work. Like, do they just tick in slowly? Plus 19, plus 230. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that is what it is. It's like every day you get development points built on, based on what you've built. Oh. Elementary schools give you points in everything. Not a lot of points, but some. This is why I have so many depot transport, because I have so many roads. I'm getting like 230 points a day here. Yeah, like coal gives you 1, but I'm pretty sure that a windmill gives you 1. Sorry, coal gives you 3, but a windmill gives you 1. So you could just go for like lower, lots and lots of windmills to tech early. Yeah, okay. So this is the tricky part, right? Because I wanted to build only one fire station, for example, but that's actually bad for me because I get way less development points. So I should have allowed myself to build... really, what I should have done is allow myself to build multiple towns. Is kind of how it feels. Like, I almost could have just built an entire little manufacturing district down here, houses and all, because it would have let me build extra police stations, extra fire stations, and all of those would have paid for themselves. And because of the way depots work, like, everything instantly teleports to depots. So, like, as long as you have a depot nearby, it doesn't matter. Like, nobody actually needs to go down these roads, right? A truck goes from the copper mine to the depot to pick up the copper and bring it to the depot, but then that automatically just transports to the other place. Save at fire station. Get in there. If firefighters fight fires, and crime fighters fight crime, what do freedom fighters fight? Uh-oh. Freedom? Earlier, my stocks all in, and now they're gone. Yeah, I think also, like, starting on Great Britain was actually a mistake. I thought it counted as Europe. I didn't realize it didn't count as mainland Europe. Like, I thought I could just cross the seas. Okay, I've learned a lot. This has been a very good opening training run. I am excited to play more of this game, which we are absolutely going to do. But right now, I think we're going to save this. Old Turktopia. And we're going to bring it back next week. I do have plans to kind of continue on this game for the next little bit. So we will very much be playing this again on Monday and seeing what it's all about. Probably starting up somewhere inland. I'll have to decide. And then actually expanding, grabbing more territory. Probably doing military stuff early as well. I'm going to do the military focus tree because I understand how the farming and the industry works. And so we can go military powerhouse. You know what? I'll probably start in like Prussia and play as Germany. If kind of it somewhat feels right, you know? Thank you so much for watching. In the meantime, we hope you come out and check the next part. Bye-bye for now.